Heard that it is a post that often goes forgotten in politics in this state and other states, but the office of Lieutenant Governor just 20 steps from where the governor works at the state capitol, and that person is always nearby just in case anything should happen. So Mike Lurie joins me now to introduce us to those candidates and get a little bit more information on who will be on the primary ballot Tuesday.
Well, Gavin Newsom, of course, in the spotlight. He is, of course, just a heartbeat away from being governor. And if, in addition, if Governor Brown should ever have a medical emergency, of course, he's there. But much of the post is ceremonial. But the lieutenant governor does play an important role in business development and education, two very important issues for California voters.
What school do you guys go to? Obviously, that's unanimous. You all know where you go.
Gavin Newsom is the incumbent and heavy favorite in the race.
The issue of job creation, the issue of economic development is front and center in terms of my focus.
California's business climate has become a key issue in the campaign, and Newsom has traveled to Texas and other states to compare business practices.
We're not close to where we need to be in terms of jobs in the economy, and that's not an isolated movement. It needs to be energized in every agency in state government.
Newsom is running against 3 Republicans with little name recognition.
Every Republican running statewide is an underdog. We understand that completely.
Ron Nearing is California's former Republican Party chair. He's from San Diego and says he'll push for legal reforms and lower taxes to help California businesses.
We have to make California more competitive again. We have too many employers like Pratt & Whitney, like Toyota, like Occidental Petroleum, who are moving out of California. They're going elsewhere, and they're doing it because the environment here in the state is no longer conducive to the type of job growth that we need.
Fellow Republican George Yang is a software engineer from Menlo Park.
It's the yang, the positive force of the universe.
His idea for making California more competitive is this:
to promote trade and promote tourism. I come from China age 15, so I still speak Mandarin and Cantonese fluently, and I have done import and export between here and China. So I am in a very good position to help California businesses sell more products to China, therefore create jobs.
David Fennell of Pleasant Hill is a venture capitalist who thinks he can help California businesses compete.
Once you look at the different issues in terms of navigating the bureaucracies or getting business licenses, it would be very easy for the lieutenant governor, for example, to do a simple YouTube video and explain to the public, here's what you do.
Also sell in your digestive tract.
California's lieutenant governor sits on the board of regents for the University of California and the board of trustees for all 23 campuses of California State University. And when it comes to education, students in both systems have been hit hard by tuition hikes and also finding it tough to get the classes they need to graduate on time. Gavin Newsom wants more opportunities for students to go online for their education.
We've been very pointed and aggressive moving in that direction, working with Governor Brown on the same and advancing some pilot projects, respecting faculty, respecting tradition, respecting the need for more education funding, which we've been very aggressive in advocating for.
But to Ron Nearing, California's colleges and universities need a different focus.
We need to have an emphasis on vocational training so that people who are going to go into a trade have the ability to do that.
David Fennell believes higher education must be adaptive to market forces.
It needs to be geared more toward what the workforce wants. I think we're graduating a lot of students right now that are learning things that are outdated. So I think one of the things I would do is really shine a light and look at the curriculum and make sure what we're doing fits the workforce.
George Yang has this plan for reducing costs.
One of the things to do it is to reduce some unnecessary positions, such as the provost for diversity and what have you. I don't think that actually adds to the educational quality of those schools.
Well, campaign finance records show Gavin Newsom has about $1.4 million in his campaign war chest. The other 3 Republicans combined have next to nothing in the bank. But, of course, one of those 3 will likely emerge to take on the incumbent, Gavin Newsom, in the fall.
It's great to hear all 3 of them there talking about their differences, or 4, I should say. Any other key differences between these guys?
Well, all 4 of them expressed concerns about Governor Brown's Twin Tunnels plan. They're not for that. They say they have concerns about the Delta water distribution. But they also oppose Governor Brown's high-speed rail plan, although Gavin Newsom was for it before he was against it. He says he's concerned about cost overruns.
All right, Mike, thanks.